Hi, this is Hardball Retro, and this is my son Brendan.
Hello.
We're going to play a very old computer baseball simulation game. This is our second attempt. So we're going to play Computer Status Pro Baseball. It was published in 1983 by Avalon Hill, and it's basically a simulation only. There's no arcade play. It's all done through keyboard options. So I'm going to go ahead. We're at the main menu. We're going to do play a baseball game. This is the Commodore 64 version. And it says wait approximately 2.25 minutes. We're not going to do that. We're running this in Vice Commodore 64 emulator. So I'm able to go into warp mode. And you'll see the numbers climbing over here. The green light is the indicator that the disk is being accessed. So hopefully we're going to cut that 2.25 minutes down to a reasonable amount of seconds here. And that should bring us up to I think the team selection screen. Get the visiting team name. Let me take it out of warp mode. All right, visiting team, we're going to do Red Sox 86. Right there. And I'll make sure that disk is in here. 86 team disk. Press return. And we're going to do Angels 86. Return. And let's see here. Okay, Brendan will go with Roger Clemens as his pitcher. Wise decision. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to go with Mike Witt. Clemens won 24 games that year. Witt won 18, I believe.
Was it his best year?
That was his best year. I'd kind of stick with the lineup that he selected here. Your call if you want to shuffle anybody around, but that's probably a good lineup for him.
I think I'm fine for now.
Yeah. E to exit. Let's see the Angels lineup. And I'm going to stick with that lineup. E.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah. This was when he was probably about 40 years old. He was on the tail end of his career. He had 18 homers that year. He was pretty much a DH. Yeah, I think he played a handful of games in right. All right. So before we start, I mean, this is our view here. Scoreboard at the top, number of innings, number of outs. Pretty basic layout. You don't select a home stadium. There's the stadium looks the same in all of these. So you've got your batter with his batting average. You've got some other numbers here. I believe that's base running, so that's a rating. Sacrifice, hit and run. And if you do M, that brings up your menu. Don't have a ton of choices here. Pretty much hitting the space bar most of the time to just swing away. And even though we're playing against each other, there's not really much of a, offensive manager selects this, defensive manager selects that type of thing. So basically, unless there's a runner on base, we're probably just hitting the space bar. And then there's options here to look at your roster if you want to do a pinch hitter or bring in a pitcher. So go back to the main screen. All right, so I'm going to swing away unless you tell me, hold on, right? Or we'll wait. If the runner gets on base, we'll decide if we're doing anything. Obviously, the sound effects not so hot. You get little beeps and buzzers depending on outs, strikeouts. Yeah, the animation's fairly non-existent in this one too. Let's see here. All right, you got a runner on. He's a decent base runner, but okay. Well, Marty Barrett, he's not all that fast. He probably didn't even steal 10 bags, but Boston generally doesn't run as a team anyway. So if you want to just swing away, you got Bill Buckner up now. And he grounds into a double play. Obviously, this is the year that Buckner had the ball go through his legs in the World Series against the Mets. But he was a fairly proficient hitter throughout his career. All right, so Angels got out of that inning. Roger Clemens pitching to the top of the order. Gary Pettis, frequent strikeout victim, so let's see what he does here. And there it is. Not hard to figure that one out. All right, Bobby Grich, second base. And Clemens is off to a roaring start here. And Joyner finished second to Jose Canseco in the Rookie of the Year vote that year. Let's see what he does. And Clemens struck out the side. All right.
Did McGuire?
McGuire was Rookie of the Year in '87. So they had, actually, I think they had 3 in a row. They had Canseco, McGuire, and Walt Weiss. 3 straight Rookie of the Years. Yep. Okay, fly out to right. Don Baylor.
Did the Mets win the World Series?
Yes, that was the year the Mets beat the Sox. The Sox, again, the Angels in '86 were down to their final strike. The Red Sox came back and beat them. Then the Red Sox had the Mets against the ropes, 9th inning, down to their last strike. Wild pitch, brought in a run, and then Mookie Wilson hit the ground ball through Buckner's legs. The Mets won that game, and then they won Game 7.
Single by Baylor.
Baylor. All right. Baylor was a good base runner back in the day, but by this time he was not really. So I would suggest we're probably just going to let him stay at first. Dwight Evans. Okay. That strikes him out. Tony Armas. Yeah. So Armas in '86 was kind of hurt. They brought in Dave Henderson to be their 4th outfielder. In '84, Armas led the American League with 43 homers, I believe. So he can hit the ball out of the park. All right, so Angels have their 4, 5, 6 coming up. Doug DeCinces. I think he had 26 homers that year. Okay, hey, we finally finally hit the ball. All right, making progress. All right, Brian Downing. You could, but you wouldn't want it right here. Sure. Oh, look at him.
See, I'm telling you.
Legs out the infield hit. Look at Reggie with his 40-year-old wheels there. All right. Yep. Okay, Rupert Jones is up. Rupert, 229 average, but I think he had 18 homers.
He could have kept the no.
All right. Well, he gets out of the inning, but the Angels did get a hit. So keep going here. Rich Gedman, the catcher. And he lines out to Witt. Brings up Ray Quinones. Shortstop batting 218. And he lines out to DeCinces at third. Wade Boggs, 357 average.
Who's the Angels short?
Dick Schofield.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Double to center. Alrighty. And we're going to swing away here because Boggs is not really a base stealer. And you don't want to get caught stealing third. Oh, single to center, but they held Boggs. So, all right, first and third. You could hit and run here, but I'd probably just let him swing away. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I think it's one of those things if you, when you're playing the card and dice tabletop games, it's one of those things where you roll something and it's like, oh, let's check the fielder's defense before we determine if it's an out or a hit. So this computer Statis Pro is basically a version of what was previously the card and dice game. So it references, or the computer pretends to look up like, oh, let's see what the chart says. All right, so bottom of the order for the Halos, got Schofield up. He did have 13 homers that year, but he lined out to short. All right, Bob Boone, 222 hitter. Aaron Boone's father. Yes. In fact, Ray Boone is Aaron and Brett Boone's grandfather. Ray Boone played in the 50s, I'm going to say. Bob Boone played in the 70s and the 80s. And then Brett Boone came up, and Aaron. So they're 3 generations. Yep. So you were correct on that. Gary Pettis. Let's see if he can put the bat on the ball. And that's a negative. There. All right, through 3 innings, no score. Yes. Mike Witt. All right, pitch into Jimmy Rice.
Do you have to warm up in the bullpen?
In this one, I don't believe so. All right, grounds out to short. Donnie Baylor. I believe he's still the major league record holder for hit by pitch. And White Evans. Yeah, he used to basically, his left elbow used to hang out over the plate and get drilled a lot. Take one for the team. All right. Bottom of the
last week, someone just, I forget what player, he just stuck his entire hand into the wall and just reached down. He got rewarded first.
They didn't. Sometimes they disallow it if it's like blatantly intentional.
You can't challenge it.
I don't. You're right. You can't challenge it, but the umpire's discretion. He can say like, "Oh, you didn't try to get out of the way." Gritch grounded out to short. Okay, Joyner's up. Fly out to center. Hey, at least we're getting a piece of the ball now. Clemens not striking out the entire team. There we go. 2-out single by DeCinces brings up Brian Downing.
How many years is Downing?
They got him from the White Sox. I'm going to say 77 or 78. He was there a good 12 years, probably. Something like that. And he lines out to Clemens, so now we're through 4 innings, no score. Tony Armas. I mean, you figure Clemens and Witt. Oh, that's a new sound effect. All right. Schofield boots it. So Armas on first. Again, not a quick base runner. I think we'll just swing away. Ruh-roh.
Bullpen change.
Not yet. I mean, we do have the bottom of the order here. Quinones, maybe double play ball. Maybe
Triple play.
strikeout. Triple play ball. Okay, got the whiff. Good. One out. So we could get a double play here. Could get a double play.
You really gonna go to the bottom?
Yeah, that's my choice. Single.
Oh,
Yep. Didn't have much of an option. Well, I didn't want to load the bases. All right, Marty Barrett's up. And it's 2-zip. Okay. Buck. Billy Buck. Okay, we might get out of this with only 2 runs. Let's see. We got a pitch Jimmy Rice here. Oh, look at that. Foul ball. Rupert Jones has been injured for 9 games. I guess he crashed into the fence. Alrighty, so I guess I gotta go home team roster, right? Oh, what happened here? H. Here we go. Gotta take old Rupert out here. Lineup order. So gotta go number 7. Player roster number. Gonna replace him with George Hendrick, I guess. Number 10 in right field. And exit. All right, new right fielder. Hope Rupert's okay. 2 outs, 2 on. Jimmy Rice, 324 average. Grounds out to pitcher. All right, so we're down 2-zip. Or we're up 2-zip, depending on who's talking. All right, Reggie against Clemens. Power versus power. All right, we'll take it. Oh, here comes George Hendrick. Silent George. Oh, got a little rally going. So, I mean, knowing the Angels, they might try to bunt him over, but if I bunt him over, then I have Boone and Pettis coming up. Not great options here, so we're just going to swing. Oh, double play ball, but we have a runner on third. Not with 2 outs. He does have a. He does have a. He did sacrifice a lot. Yeah.
But doesn't matter.
What happened here? Checking Evans' range. Sure, his range is fine, so Boone flies out. Okay, 2-zip. Angels are still getting 2 hit by Clemens. Not looking good. And Witt's not pitching his best. All right, got Donnie Baylor to pop out. Dewey Evans. Okay.
Orleans? We shot in there last.
Yeah. Oh. Grr. All right. Looks like Witt's getting tired here.
What's the R
Good question, but the 5 just dropped from a 6. So I'm assuming that has something to do with his fatigue. I don't have the manual for this game, so I don't actually know. All right, well, we got the strikeouts, the 2 outs. Quinones, not a good hitter. You want to pinch hit for him or let him hit? Gonna let him go. Oh, singles to left, And bases are loaded
for
for
Boggs.
Boggs. And Wit not doing well here. I'm going to look and see who I've got here before this game gets out of hand. Lefties. I got Forster, Lucas, Finley. I'm not using Candelaria out of the bullpen. Forster, Lucas, Finley. Lineup order 10. Player roster 23. Pitcher.
Okay.
All right. Terry Forster's in. Mike Witt exits. And Forster trying to keep it 2-zip here. Boggs is up. Bases juiced. 2 down. Oh, look at the strikeout from Terry Forster. Nice. Boggs hardly ever whiffs. So. Yeah.
Did he play full season?
Yep. Sure, well over 200 hits that year. Probably close to 50 doubles. And Pettis strikes out as per usual.
Was that his best year?
Who's Boggs? Might have been one of his best years. I mean, he had.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, he had how many batting titles?
Clemens too?
Boggs had, I think, 7 batting titles or something. I would say it was Clemens' best year, 24 wins.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Clemens is not because of the whole PED issue. Okay, Joyner's up. 2 outs. From this team? Are any of them Hall of Famers? Don Sutton, Reggie Jackson.
Is Sutton there?
Nope, Sutton's their 3rd starter this year. He was like
Oh, yeah.
nearing the end of his career, but he did get his 300th win that year, and he won 15 games for him. So Joyner walks, so we do have the tying run at the plate. Doug DeCinces, 2 outs though. Oh, got a little rally going. It's our 3rd hit of the game.
I'll keep Collins in for now.
Leaving him in. All right, let's see what happens. Brian Downing, and he pops up to second for the out. All right, so I'm not going to let Forster go too far, but I do want him to pitch to, say, probably to Buckner at least. So we'll pitch to Barrett. Interesting. Okay. All right, 1 down. Buckner the batter. All right, now we got a bunch of right-handers coming up, I think. So go to the bullpen again. Forster did his job. Scoreless inning. And we go to Doug Corbett. So we go lineup order number 10, player number 22, pitcher, exit. Okay, spacebar to proceed. And he promptly gives up a single to Jim Rice. All right, Baylor's up. Rice, not a base stealer.
Yeah, I was looking. The only one that was like, who could, I think, was Barry.
You could baseball reference on your phone and check them out, but I'm pretty sure their leader probably had less than a dozen steals. All right, 2-0.
We'll see.
7th inning stretch, and we're back. Okay, Reggie. Grounds out to second. George Hendrick. The whiff, and Schofield. All right, Clemens still in fine form after 7.
I was debating on taking him out, but like, I don't know.
I don't think you need to. He's got a 3-hit shutout going. I would leave him in until
At least someone else
I don't
is
know.
off.
Right? Yeah, yeah. All right. Corbett's gonna stay in. Dwight Evans pops out to second. Tony Armas. Tell me if you want to pinch hit for somebody, but
I don't really know much of the lineup, so I think it's
Gedman.
fine.
All right. Well, scoreless top of the 8th. Now we got Boone, and then top of the order. Thinking about it. Who do we got on the bench here? Yeah, we're gonna do lineup order of 9. We're gonna bat Jack Howell, and he's really not gonna catch, but I just gotta say that he is for now. Exit. And this is probably one of those. Most of the older games didn't tell you that, hey, you've got a guy playing out of position. You might want to change your defense. So actually have to remember to replace him after this inning. Okay. Gets on base. I guess Armas dropped it, booted it, did something. So got Pettis up. He could bunt. He could hit away. He's already struck out 3 times. Can he make it 4? Let's see.
I think one of them was in the strike
Oh, look at this.
zone.
Now you got some decisions to make here.
I think I'm gonna take him out.
Really. Let's see. The visitor. You got a righty, lefty, righty coming up.
Oh, I should want a right-hander.
So Sambito is the only lefty in the bullpen. You don't have the relief, the 3-batter minimum rule here, so you could bring in somebody, then bring in the lefty, then bring in the righty. One of those deals.
How do I know if they're relief or
I would say 20.
past 21?
Sellers is kind of a starter reliever, and then 22 down to 25 are all relievers.
Who's closing? Usually.
They probably, I think they split it between Stanley and Schiraldi, I would say.
Okay, I'll put in Crawford.
Steve Crawford. Oops. Line order 10, my bad.
24.
24. So Clemens, a little bit tired. Steve Crawford comes on in relief. 2 runners aboard, nobody out. They're looking for a double play out of Gritch here. And I'm looking for a base hit. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. All right. Got a lefty up. So
I'm gonna let
Crawford stays.
I want to get him out.
You do have the option to do infield in, but then that generally cuts off the chance to get a double play. You just try to force the runner at home. But if you get a double play, then it's 2-1, but you've got 2 outs. Right? Keep it how it is. Here we go. And there's your double play, and it's 2-1. So we got the Speedy Pettis at third. Doug DeCince's up. Crawford staying in. Righty versus righty.
Yeah, I think it's fine for him.
Did get the DP, so that was good. And the only thing he allowed was that error, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens. Oh.
Wow. That animation's awful. That voice is awful.
There you go. 1983 animation for you. And the Sox are down 3-2. Crawford staying in.
Okay, maybe he's not.
Ooh, I got the lefty Reggie up, so go to the see what your options are. Sambito's the lefty.
Yeah, just put
Quarter 10. Pitcher 23. Pitcher. Still have to remember to replace Jack Howell. I do need a real catcher in there. All right, see what happens. I could bat for Reggie.
Boy, do you want me?
I don't know. I mean, really, the only guy I have is Rick Burleson, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to let Reggie swing here. Let's see what's up.
You got on base last time.
He did. He's got on base a couple times. And he grounds out to first. All right. Ninth inning. We're going to go to our closer. Well, first of all, I got to put my catcher in, so hold on a sec here. Don't need one? Okay, lineup order 9. And player 14, catcher. Yes, Jerry Naron is their backup catcher. And I am going to go to Donnie Moore, the closer. That's it. Alrighty, you're going to let Quinones bat? Or you want to see your options at least? I might be shooting myself in the foot here by telling you this. Yeah, he had like 30 at-bats all year, but they stuck him on the... But they didn't put my nemesis, Dave Henderson, in here, so... Don't know. But yeah, you want to go Greenwell? Okay. Greenwell's going to bat. We're pretending he's a shortstop right now. And exit. This does go extras, you gotta swap him out. Well, that also. Yeah, that's what I meant. If it goes beyond this inning, or half inning. Oh, scratches out the infield hit, and it brings Boggs up. Okay. Pinch run for Greenwell. Okay. Boggsy. Oh, okay. I'm scared.
Go ahead and run out the plate.
You gonna swing away, hit and run? What do you want to do? Swing. Another foul ball. Okay, what's that mean? Okay, checking his range. Oh, double play. Ah, tough loss.
10 hits.
Tough loss there.
3 errors will do it.
All right, press return to continue. Let's see if we get a box score here. Yeah, put game disk and drive. Okay, hold on. Let's do that. There. Okay.
Worth it?
Oh,
no.
not too bad.
What is it?
So,
Yeah.
the game doesn't know
Yeah.
who the winning pitcher is, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not
Well,
what it
Corbett was in when I took the lead, so he gets the win. The
Yeah,
loss.
it would be.
Clemens put two
No,
runners on when he
yeah.
took him out,
So
so
it
that would
would
have only
be-
been 2-2.
Yeah,
So
just-
Crawford takes the loss. Saving pitcher, Donnie Moore.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's look at the box score. Nah, don't have a printer connected. Not going to print it. It's work mode. Okay. Date for box score. Today is 9, 6, 22. Let's see if that'll even accept. It's at 22. Let's see if this blows up.
Oh.
It took it. All right.
Box 2 for 5. Barrett 3 for 5. Buckner for 4, I guess.
All right.
9 straight down. What's this? Oh, 2 off. Not sure about the distance is. Oh.
Oh.
That killed me. He's the only one who's like,
Yeah. You could have walked him. Actually, you had a runner on third there, right?
Yeah.
You could have walked him. Pitched to Downing. Oh well. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is pretty, basic box score, but at least it has the innings, like the 2/3. I've seen some games that don't have that, and I think when we were looking at the SSI computer baseball, the lineup was based on the defensive positioning and not the actual lineup. So it's nice that this has the lineup in the correct order. All right, there's our other doubles, home runs. It keeps the number of strikeouts, walks. Here we go, double plays. There's the errors. Yeah. This thing here, it's just a continuation of strikeouts. It looked like it ran out of space and it continued there. Winning and losing, saving pitchers. Press any key. This will probably kick us back to the main menu. I'm going to say no. And that is Computer Status Pro Baseball for the Commodore 64 from 1983. So check out our other videos. I'm going to be uploading this to my YouTube channel, Hardball Retro. And 3-2 victory for the 86 Angels over the 86 Red Sox. So I'm Hardball Retro. Signing off until next time.